Checking in with folks as things are starting to get busy down in the state of Florida. Tim McCreadie is actually pulling into Volusia. Let me see. It's at 2 o'clock right now on Wednesday. He was at Golden Isle for a test, and he's got 4 races coming up, actually Thursday through Saturday, coming up at Volusia. So let's head on down to Florida. Lucas Oil champion Tim McCreadie, fresh off in 11th place at the Chili Bowl. Tim, how we doing?
Oh, not bad. Just running around. Never seems to stop.
No, it doesn't.
Get done with one, let's start the next.
So let's go back to the weekend. How was the Chili Bowl? Picked up 14 spots. Looked like a pretty good run from where I sat. Was it?
Yeah, I mean, the last few years it's been a small struggle, and came out here with a new car and a new motor, and with Doherty Motorsports there, and the issues we had some small issues at the beginning of the week, and just slowly got a little better, and we were able to get in the race, which is the focus, and fortunately we didn't really get up as far as I'd like to, but it was respectable. We're right there with a lot of the guys that do it for a living, so that's kind of a neat deal to say at the end of the week. Is some guy was telling me the other day that I've had 16 actual races at the Chili Bowl. 16 weeks I've been there, years I've been there, and those are my 16 total races in a midget. So that's pretty neat that I've been able to be competitive and race with them guys without a lot of time. And honestly, when I leave there, I probably give less than a month or two's thought about how to get better there. You know what I mean? Because I got to start doing what I'm doing for a living. So now we're focused on our program here at Paler Motorsports and start the year and get after it.
Yeah, because let's be honest, a lot of the guys who race midgets for a living didn't make that show, so it's quite an accomplishment that Tim is able to do that. You mentioned you had some issues earlier in the week. What were the early issues with the midget?
It's just new car blues. I mean, we go out there and you just have small gremlins. It's anymore. It's hard to just always be perfect out of the shop. I mean, you hope for the best. And there's a lot of practice days built in anymore in motorsports, whether you're whatever division you're in. Like we're down here, we've had 2 nights of testing at Golden Isle, and now we have another open practice tonight at Volusia for the Sunshine Nationals if we want to run it. And so to come out to the Chili Bowl, and I know a lot of guys were testing at that Port City Raceway or whatever track's out there, and a lot of people test, and then we just came out and with a fresh piece, and really the first time we had anything is when we went out for practice and pushed it off. So it's it's like little things, break issues, just things you usually have in any normal life. And the problem is out there you don't have hours to fix it, go back out, and then make it right. You go back out, you go out twice on a Sunday, and then you race it. So you don't really have time to diagnose maybe some issues you have, and then we were able to do a lot of those things and fix some problems, and we got better. So that's now next year, hopefully the car's built, it's together, the motor's not off getting freshened, and we're not ordering a new car, hopefully, and we can hopefully maybe put some time in to try to get better out there, because that's what it'll take. That's the next step. If we're going to get to where I think we need to be, it's going to have to be done with some track time.
Yeah, little things like seating in the brakes, all that kind of stuff, new cars is just reality at that point. So how did the practices go at Golden Isle?
It was okay. We're on new tires this year. They've changed all of our compounds, and
really,
there's only 4 of them comparable to what they're doing, and they're on a whole, I guess, a uniform tire roll across the country, which they think is going to help everything. And so we had to get used to some of the tires. We're back on some real soft tires, and I don't know what it's going to do. I know, unfortunately for the team, it's up the cost a bunch, because now there's a tire. Well, tire deals all went away, and now you're up over $220 a tire, and now you're, last night it seemed like if you put 3 brand new tires on, you pick up a half second, and unfortunately that's what it's going to come down to. If they're going to allow us to do it every night, we're going to put 3 tires on every time we hit the track if they let us. And so you're talking minimum 6 tires a night times $215. That's not a cheap night. So it's
$1,300.
It'll be unique to see what happens, but that's what the rules are. That's what Hoosier and all the major touring divisions decided to do. So we rolled the punches as a team and see what we can do.
Okay. So what's the goal for tonight at Volusia?
Well, this deal's tough. There's a lot of cars. There'll be a lot of crate cars, a lot of everything. And honestly, I'm not going to lie to you, nobody's even parked yet. I'm sure practice starts at 6. We're sitting here with a car that needs serviced in the parking lot trying to get in the pit area. So my take on tonight is that we'll get prepared. If we can get out, we'll get out. But being prepared matters more than getting out onto the track. So I've already had like I said, I've already been out for 2 days testing, so it's one of those deals. If we can get ready, get prepared, feel like we got a shot, we'll get out, get a couple runs in. If not, we'll get prepared to race the next day.
You're talking about service. What kind of stuff do you need to do after 2 nights of practice?
Well, I mean, just like I was saying before, once you start doing tires, I mean, we went through in 2 days worth of practice. We went through probably, I think we went through 2 complete sets the first day, and then we saved a set and ran that. I think we went through like almost 11 tires yesterday. So
really?
11 tires isn't easy, and especially if you have to groove and safe some of them, you're talking 4 or 5 hours or more worth of work to try to get car back up, plus just maintenance on the car. Both cars have been running. You got to just all the little things that goes into this. I mean, anybody that's done it before knows it's nothing new. But plus the trailer is completely messy from running around, and it was a little wet in the pit area, so we need to clean up. Just get our notebook back right from doing is what we're doing, and see where we're at with things. It's the more crazy toys you get with shock dynos and spring smashers and things you can bring with you, the more work it creates you to do to keep up, and the more notes you got to take, and the more little things you think you'd never worry about 20 years ago is the things that are helping you stay competitive today. So it's a different world than what it used to be.
It is. Now with these tires, these softer tires, can you just put stickers and go out, or do you have to scuff them?
No, that's what you do. I mean, what I see is happening is probably going to be more on the lines of that you don't even want to run them. You just want to put them on for qualifying fresh right off the truck, because it seemed like the other night it was weird. It was almost like going back in time with some pavement racing. Like 5-lap tires were faster than 10-lap tires, and fresh tires are faster than both. And I don't know if that's good for our sport or bad, but that's what it is. And so you probably don't want to touch them on the very softest tires. But see, now you got a point. Can they make it a 30-lap race? So you still have to have the ones that we were using before to step up compounds, and you don't just put them on. You have to groove them, swipe them, grind them, do everything else to get them competitive. And so there's still a little bit of everything going on. It's not tires is a hard job.
It is.
A lot of this stuff's a hard job. None of it's easy.
Yeah, you've seen the guys in the pits doing it. It comes down to just good old-fashioned hard work to get those tires ready, and time per tire times the number of tires, and you can see what Tim's talking about. You're talking about hours. So I'm going to let you go then and get ready and everything. Hopefully you'll get parked in there real soon. Just to make everybody feel bad up here in the Northeast, what's it like? Is it warm? Is it cold?
Well, this is what I don't understand about Florida. We've been coming down here as long as anybody else. A lot of times when we're here during the speed weeks, it's always a few cold nights and some nice nights, but it's 80 degrees here right now in Volusia, which makes no sense at all, considering in 2 weeks it might be 30. So I hate to tell everybody up there that I'm not enjoying it, because I am. It's amazing weather right now, and Golden Isle was the same way. I've raced Golden Isle for 10 years or more, and very rarely is it over 60 degrees, and it was 75 there yesterday. So it's a heat wave right now.
Well, have fun down there. Enjoy being in the short sleeves, and I'll catch up with you again in a couple of weeks, man. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate your time.
Anytime, man. Thanks for having me.
Hit the Blue E guys, subscribe, hit the likes, all that good stuff. We'll be back with a lot more, as we got a lot going on here today.